What is up, guys? Today we're just doing a quick little preview of the Clemson Alabama game. This is surely to be one of the most exciting games of this tournament so far. So let's just hop into the stats and just how we think this game is going to go. All right,
Yep.
MJ,
So,
what do you got on the stats?
so looking at the stats here at the game, we have Clemson, Alabama. That's the matchup. The Alabama's got 47%, pretty much same field goals, 3 pointers. Alabama's got 39.6 rebounds for Clemson 37. Alabama 16.1 assists, Clemson 14.8. Alabama 7.3 steals, Clemson 4.5. Same blocks. Alabama 12 turnovers, Clemson 10.1. Fouls, Alabama 20, Clemson 15.6. Uh, when we look at the predictions of this game, Alabama's predicted to win by 3.5 points. Clemson's got a 32.4% chance. Their leading players in points are 18.4 points per game and 21.4 points per game.
But I do also want to ask you quick, what is the over-under for this game?
The over-under is 162.5, so it's a pretty high-scoring game.
Yes. And with this game, we hope it is high scoring because this will be with Alabama's 10, which is an insane amount of games with over 100 points. This game is surely to be action packed with a ton of points and just big time plays from a big time team.
Banger threes.
Hopefully this video ages well.
And like we covered in our first episode, Alabama fouls a lot. And that's going to be their weakness because Clemson is a great free throw shooting team. If Alabama fouls 20 times, and Clemson has an 80% free throw, that's doing basic math. Let me think. That's 16 points right there just off of free throws.
That would be very big for this game because freeze and just defense will be probably the deciding factor of this game. So MJ, what is your prediction for the score? Like, what do you think this game will be?
I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I think, gosh, I don't know who to pick though. I think Alabama's gonna pull through with the win. I think it's gonna be a very close, high scoring game. And it's either going to go into overtime with Alabama pulling it off, or Alabama's going to clutch up in the end.
Do you have any specific score for anybody to maybe bet on?
Oh, gosh. I'd say 87-84.
87-84. Let me do some math real quick. That will cover the over-under. So, according to Michael John, if you are old enough to bet, you should bet over. But, that's our take on it. I personally think this game will be 92-97. I think this is better be one of the most all-time classic games because this is just an insane rivalry between these two teams.
We are picking the higher side. We are picking the over on the over-under. The over-under, it's about 70, about 80 points, but yeah, so pretty similar.
Yeah, but I have Clemson winning this game in 97-92. I don't know. I think that's probably going to be wrong. Maybe 92-87 or something like that. Just something around that. I would bet over because of how good both of these teams are. Maybe Clemson can make their first ever Final Four, I think, and maybe Alabama can. They went to the Final Four last year, right? MJ?
Mm-hmm. I do not know. But I think the key to both teams, the key to either team winning this game is getting a hot start. Because I really think what happens in the first half is going to play a major role in the final
be a
score.
deciding factor in this game. Well, we're just going to stop. Is there anything else we need to cover about this game? This is just a quick little preview for y'all.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. And tomorrow we'll have shorts and videos about after this game. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Actually, but real quick, let's take a look at the Illinois UConn game.
Let's take a real quick look at that.
That was something.
That was something else, man. The game was a really low scoring first half, with UConn leading 28-23 with a 5 point lead at halftime, and then UConn just straight out of the gate goes on a 30-0 run on Illinois to win
Look,
to outscore them by 20 in the second half and wins
looking
by
at the
25,
yeah,
77-52. All right, MJ, I'll
looking
let you
at
speak.
the game flow right here. It was pretty even with UConn still taking the lead. Then it got pretty close around halfway through the first half. Then UConn took a little jump. Then at the half, it was pretty. At like 2 minutes, it was even, and then by the end of the half, UConn had scored 30-23. I believe that was the score. But then getting into the second half, UConn just took off. Especially about 5 minutes into it, they just shot up like a rocket, and then there's no coming back for Illinois.
Yeah, but I think that's all today's gonna be, and I just hope y'all
Actually, wait,
enjoy.
one more thing about the UConn game. Illinois didn't score. Illinois scored with 1 point left in the first half. I mean, it didn't score again until 13 minutes and 16 seconds in the second quarter, and that's what happened. Because that allowed UConn to get such a big lead. What allowed UConn to get such a big lead is Illinois not scoring.
Yes, that is all for today. This was just
Yep,
a just preview for the Clemson and Alabama game, which comes on in just a little bit.
y'all need to watch
And
it.
yeah, y'all need to watch. That'll be a good game, and that UConn Illinois game, which surprised me a lot. But that's it. See y'all in the next episode of Out with One with the Pack podcast. This is just a fun thing for us to do on spring break, and hope y'all enjoy.
See ya.
Go State.